had to deal with snow in April. I had to deal with breakdowns. I had to deal with no freight. You know what? It's time to complain. We're going to start the complaint train. Let's go find somebody. Well, guess what? Couldn't find nobody. I tried, but nobody wanted to listen. Welcome to Riding with Kev, boys. It's been a week. But you know what? Whatever, man. Let's take that. You know what? Let's take that complaint.
Well, that and a nickel get you a hot cup of jack squat.
It don't matter, guys. Oh, wow. So, we got to spend Easter with the family. I hope you guys had a good Easter. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. We're doing our thing, man. So, life is a matter of perspective. You've said that. You've heard me say it. And one of my life perspectives is called gratefulness. And you can look through life through a grateful lens, or you can look through it as a complaining lens. And you can look at why everything happens to you lens. But, there's a simple phrase that I've heard, and it comes from a video that I've shown before. And basically, this is what it is. One of the many lessons, my grandfather taught me was life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So we left Sunday, Easter Sunday, that load going up to Sioux City, Iowa, out of Midlow, steel. And we made it into Oklahoma, and we got a check engine light. Flashbacks to 289 miles on the truck. But I pulled over. I changed my fuel filter because I had noticed in my pre-trip it was dirty. I had previously changed it on Thursday when I parked. It's really not that big of a deal. And the check engine light was on. And so I pulled over and got hold road repair and said, hey, truck's running fine. It's something it don't like. But they said, hey, you're delivering to Sioux City. Go ahead and run your delivery. And we'll take the truck over to Joplin or Des Moines. I'm going to go to the Des Moines terminal. So I delivered that load up there in Sioux City on Monday. Rolled on over to Des Moines, about 3 hours, and gave them the truck overnight. Got a hotel room, thanks TMC. Shower, thanks TMC. Got up the next morning, said we're good to go. So I'm going to roll over to Omaha, pick up a load of pipe. So I roll over there. I guess it was a brand new customer because the dude was really cool, and he really explained a lot. I'll throw a picture of that load here. And as you can see, I got almost a brand new trailer. This trailer was squeaky clean after having those old trailers. So I got in and hooked up. Check engine light came on. Well, this load was going to Wisconsin. They had to go through Des Moines, so I sent another breakdown and took it in. And so they looked at it, and that was Tuesday. So Wednesday morning I got up, and they said, hey, just need to check engine light. So the first one was for a fuel issue. They cleared that. Then I got another one, and it was for something in the gear selector. So one problem, I guess, fixed another problem, and so it was a totally different. I saw the codes. It was a different code, and so I got that. And so, all right, well, that load that was going to Wisconsin, they gave to a team. It was a trainer, trainee, because they could get it there, and they're trying to get me home. TMC doing what they do, trying to take care of their drivers. We're in a national pandemic. And so they did, and so they took that. So, all right, Wednesday, I got a load. I got to get the trailer, and I got to roll out to SSAB. And I get the trailer, hook up to it, and I'm rolling out, and the ABS light comes on the dash, and I hear this funky noise coming from the back of the trailer. And I'm looking, and everything looks fine. Everything's rolling. I'd done my pre-trip and all that, but the ABS light was new. So I rolled back into Des Moines and said, hey, I got to get this trailer fixed. I mean, I don't know what. It made a funny noise. And come to find out, I guess it had actually locked up something in one of the rear axles. So I actually drug the tire. That noise I heard was the tire dragging, not spinning. And so I was like, well, I'm glad we caught that. But that cost me the load. So now it's 2 o'clock Wednesday. I still don't have a load. But my truck is fixed. My trailer's fixed. And I go to the fleet manager, and he said, we'll get you a load, but it's going to be Thursday at SSAB, metal. So I got up Thursday morning, roll out. I get that load out of SSAB, haul it over to Kansas City. I'm parked up. Thursday night, I was a TQ and parked up Thursday night. All I got to do is deliver on Friday morning at my 9:30 appointment time. I said, hey, are they pretty strict on appointments? He goes, yeah, they're pretty strict. There's another TMC driver, owner-op guy, real nice guy. But I got in, rolled in the back on Friday morning, and sat. And they were piling up trucks, real small area behind this place. They piled in trucks. So I got unloaded about 11:30. Detention time is 2 hours. My appointment was 9:30, so no detention pay there. So it's Friday afternoon, and my brand new fleet manager calls me and gets to inform me that they don't have any loads that are going to get me remotely close to Texas. I mean, I'm every bit of 11 hours from Texas with 11-hour drive. As a matter of fact, the only load they really had, because they go load where you're at, they don't want you to drive 300 miles if they can help it, was a Lowe's load, loading out of St. Joe, going down to Arkansas. And she said, go get it. I'll try and find something to swap you with a driver, because they go down to Texas or somebody. There's guys from Missouri, Arkansas, whatever. We'll try and get you to swap out with them. So I rolled up there on like 50 miles. I actually like St. Joe's. It is what it is, a Lowe's load, man. They got straps going all kind of funky places because they just pile as much stuff for these stores on these trailers as they can. I get loaded and I call her up and I'm like, hey, what's going on? She said, hey, there ain't nothing I can do. I'm sorry, but there's nobody to swap with. So guess who's not going home this weekend? It's actually Saturday, and I said, you know what? I guess I'll swing down to the Joplin terminal. I got to shower and wash clothes, and I'm only like 60 miles from where it's going in Arkansas. But you know what? I'm grateful. Because they're just too... Here's my example for you. This is how you can look like. So here is how some people react. This is how old Kevin would react. You can ask my wife and my kids. This is old Kevin a few years ago. I can't believe it, man. I had this load, and it was a really good paying load, and I got up there, my truck broke, and I went to the shop, and they fixed it, and something else broke, and I didn't make no money on Tuesday. And so they brought it back in, and they fixed it, and the trailer I got swapped, the guy screwed me over, and the trailer broke, so I lost another load. And so I didn't get this load till freaking Thursday. I got to have 3 hours to pick it up. It goes over to Kansas City. I park up, and then I got to wait 4 hours to get offloaded from when I woke up because, I don't really sleep that well. And then they tell me they can't get me home. They can only give me some stupid Lowe's load. And then I got to go sit at a stupid terminal for 34, probably 40-something hours, and I'll deliver Monday just a normal low load. I ain't making no money. I'm out here stressed out. I ain't seen my family. I ain't missed my kids. That's how I could look at it. But I am... what I have told you, thankful. Because right now, I have a job. So I took that load from Midlothian to Sioux City, and I paid almost $1,500 to the truck. And that's a good paying load now that I'm at 30%. And you know what? I got that check engine. Thank God I got that check engine light 2.5 hours from the Des Moines terminal and not in Bumscrew, Oklahoma, where there's no shops, and my truck didn't derate and everything ran fine. I was able to get it fixed. And luckily, when it busted that second code that they had to go in and find, I was still only 2 hours away from Des Moines. So I got a hot shower. I got hot food. I had a nice warm bed. I had a room all to myself in the hotel. I then got a load out there on Thursday at SSAB, which I'm going to get TARP pay for. It was an easy load that I could deliver where I could, thank God, park, so I didn't have to burn my clock. So if I had gotten a load, I'd have been able to go home. I got to load in St. Joe's, which is not that big of a deal. It wasn't that far. So Friday was one of the easiest days. And by the way, my route to where I'm going took me right by a terminal. So I didn't have to sleep in a truck stop. I didn't have to pay for my laundry. I can take as many showers as I want. They got a washer and dryer here. They got a TV with the other recliners. And I ain't but 60 miles. So Monday morning, it's a Lowe's. And I know how to work my clock and work a Lowe's. And by the way, I'm healthy and I have a job. It's all perspective out here, guys. And as a rookie who has not ever experienced this before, I've never experienced trucking like this. I've never experienced a pandemic on top of it's already kind of slow. I have a job. Oh, and by the way, with that 30%, with this next week just happens to be on a paycheck where I get my $200 for my school reimbursement, which I'm at 30%, which I actually got TARP pay, which I hadn't had in over 2 weeks, which I also got a little bit of money for moving that pipe load, which I'm still healthy. I got my truck cleaned. I've got everything done. I got to wash my truck this week. I accomplished everything, and I'm still going to make, I think it's after the pay, it's a little over $1,000 before taxes. It wasn't a bad week, but I can get bogged down in the minute details of trucking. I can get bogged down in the minute details of life, or I can be grateful and say, thank you. I didn't get the load I wanted, but I did get some loads. I didn't go to home and see my family. Fleet manager said they might try and work to get me home Thursday to take care of me. There, you can be thankful or you can be ungrateful. And right now, I'm just thankful. I have met more people this week who watch my videos by being in the terminals with TMC drivers and TMC shop guys, and met more guys. I get 1 to 2 emails a week that literally, and it's just me, guys, sorry, I'm a pansy, that get me emotional when I read them, because I get emails from guys saying, you inspired me. I ain't nobody. Who the hell am I to inspire anybody? I'm just an overweight fat dude truck driver who's trying not to fit a stereotype. But I get blown away when I get these emails because somebody took the time to tell me thank you. And that's awesome. These videos, as you can see, and I've talked about this before, I don't make one stinking penny. I don't make one stinking penny off the referrals. But what that does for me as a person does more than anything financially, because I know why I'm here. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought that I kind of live by out of that video that I've shown. I think I'm going to link that video below so you can watch the whole thing. It's definitely Eric Thomas. It's definitely worth watching. Quotes and motivation and all those things kind of work. You can fit them to any situation. So I don't try and take it by face value of just being reckless or anything, but I take the words and I listen to them. So I'll throw that video in the description. I'll throw that at the end. Well, it's going to be a couple more days before we get home, but my laundry's clean, the truck's clean, I'm clean, and we're just going to relax. We're going to chill, take this 34-hour reset. We're going to head on into Arkansas tomorrow. So, hey, I greatly appreciate it. If you want to take a chance to subscribe, I greatly appreciate that. That does me a lot of good. I heard it called the friend button. So if you want to hit the friend button, I answer as many questions as I can. Instagram's been doing really good. I'm highly appreciative of everybody. God bless, and let's